Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's March 1st, 2021. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief. I hope you had a fantastic weekend. My youngest daughter actually came home for her birthday weekend, so it was great to catch up and share some great meals at two of my current favorite places. Ashleen Kitchen and Bar up in Crofton. By the way, the key lime pie is amazing. And Smashing Grapes over at the mall. Okay, let's add a third in there, Grumps for breakfast. Well, here we are. It is March 1st, a fresh week, a fresh month, so let's get right into it. Remember that home invasion we talked about last week in the 300 block of Baldwin Avenue in Odenton, where a Baltimore man was feared abducted and a vehicle stolen? Well, the Anne Arundel County Police Department is still investigating it, but they did locate the missing man. Apparently, when it all started going down, Darius Owen beat feet and headed home in his buddy's car. He was found at home in Baltimore with the missing car. Police are still trying to figure it all out and are asking anybody with any information to contact them at 410-222-6155, or if you want to do it anonymously, 410-222-4700. That's kind of a weird one. It's March 1st, and that means the kids are back in school. Man, it sounds very weird to say that, but they are, and actually, the Capitol has a fascinating statistic-based piece on the exact numbers of students returning at each school that will be taken back into the classroom. It's really very fascinating. You want to check that out. But I digress. When you're out on the roads, please be careful. Kids will be at bus stops. Buses will be on the roads. Kids will be walking early in the morning on sidewalks, etc. We've all likely become very complacent, so please be extra vigilant on the roads. Younger kids start first, and the older kids will phase in over the next 3 weeks. And some of those kids might be musicians, and some may be looking to go to college to study music. And if they are, AMFM may have some money for them. AMFM is now accepting applications for the Tim King Music Performance Scholarship. Now, this is a $5,000 scholarship, so it's nothing to sneeze at, but it's for a graduating senior that was involved in music in high school, plans to major in music in college, and has at least a 3.0 GPA. Applications are due by April 15th, and they will announce a winner on May 15th. You can get the details at am-fm.org/music performance scholarship. You can probably just go to am-fm.org and navigate your way there. Flying Dog Brewery is doing good for the Bay. They recently announced that they have added a new year-round beer called Chesapeake Wheat Ale. And they actually test-released that when Chris Hopkinson was paddling the Bay alone this past summer. But the beer will serve as an ongoing fundraiser for the Annapolis-based Oyster Recovery Partnership, and every beer sold will translate into 10 baby oysters, I think they're called spat, being put back into the Bay to work their filtering magic. So if you are a wheat beer fan and appreciate the Bay and oysters, bottoms up. And the Oyster Recovery Partnership also has some cool news. Despite the COVID restrictions on restaurants, the organization continued to recycle the shells, and in 2020, they collected 15,905 bushels of slurped oyster shells. There are more than 300 restaurants and seafood businesses that participate in the program, and not one, but two of the top 10 recyclers are right here in Annapolis. So congrats to the top recycler. Number one, Ichiban, the Boatyard Bar and Grill, for 569 bushels. And Sailor Oyster Bar on West Street came in 10th with 339 bushels. So awesome to see local businesses helping out the environment. And really, the Boatyard has been doing this since day one. Way to go to both of you guys. March is Women's History Month, and Annapolus Tours has created a 2-hour walking tour for March 13th. And I'm telling you about this now because it will sell out as there are COVID restrictions, so the group size is limited. But a suffragist-clad guide will walk you around town telling tales of notable Maryland women, including Harriet Tubman and, more recently, Senator Barb. The tour is $20 for adults, $5 for kids, and it is on March 13th, as I said, from 10:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. It does leave from the little park out by the Market House downtown. You can get your reservations secured at AnnapolusTours.com/Women of Achievement. Again, AnnapolusTours.com. Okay, that wraps up the news for us today. As always, thank you for listening. And if you are somewhere where you can leave us a rating or a review, please do. And make sure you let your friends, family, and colleagues all know about us. We are rolling with our local business spotlight series again, so make sure you give them a listen as we highlight some of your local favorite businesses and many you probably never heard of. Last Saturday, we spoke with Judy from Francis Marketing Group. A quick thank you to the sponsors for today's Daily News Brief, Solar Energy Services up in Millersville, to the Kristi Neidhardt Team of Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company, and to our friends at Annapolis Bay Village, which is now officially open. It is Monday, so of course we have Anne Arundel from CovingtonAlsina with your Monday report, and like always, George Young from DCMDVA Weather is here with your locally forecast weather. George, Anne, and the rest all coming up in just about 60 seconds.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA Weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA Weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Monday, March 1st. It was a cloudy and often wet weekend for the Annapolis region, though Saturday afternoon worked out great with some late sunshine. And while it will be a fairly nice week on the whole ahead, we'll have to get through some more clouds and showers today, the first day of meteorological spring, with highs today in the 50s, accompanied by winds gusting over 30 miles per hour at times in the PM hours, as a frontal boundary finally moves through and clears out the clouds and rain, setting the stage for a cold and breezy but sunny day Tuesday with highs in the low to mid 40s, followed by mixed skies Wednesday with temps near 50 before sunshine Thursday through the weekend, with Thursday being the nicest day with temps mid to upper 50s before 50 or so for highs on Friday, with highs over the weekend likely in the 40s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to get our free app on all of your devices by searching DCMDVA Weather in the Apple or Google App Stores, and also be sure to follow us on Facebook and Twitter and use our website each day by visiting DCMDVAweather.com so you can always stay weather informed.
Another moving moment from Kristi Neidhardt of the Kristi Neidhardt Team from Northrop Realty, a Long and Foster company.
Life is a series of moves, from new beginnings to new opportunities